Alright, hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again, and this is going to be another match review. So, we continue our look back at the Awful Month matches, and this one is definitely kind of that, and that is The Undertaker versus The Big Show in a Punjabi prison match at WWE Great American Bash 2006. Now, as always, I'm not professional wrestling reviewer, analyst, just a man who enjoys a good time, which I didn't really have with this match. To its credit, it was better than I thought it was gonna be. Was it a good match? No. Was it a bad match? Kinda. Was it an awful match? Not entirely. Like, don't get me wrong. This match still was kind of meh, but it's not as bad as the other two matches I've already looked at for Awful Month. But like I said, still not a good match. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So for those of you who've seen these reviews before, you kind of already know how this works. For those of you who haven't, I'm going to be talking about what I liked and what I disliked here. Starting with what I liked, I guess, or actually starting with what I liked, I guess. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, hey, don't get me wrong, it's still pretty dull and boring. Out of the, I believe, 3 Punjabi prison matches that WWE has had, WWE has had 3, if I'm not mistaken, Punjabi prison matches is in WWE history. So there have been 3 Punjabi prison matches in WWE history, and out of the 3 Punjabi prison matches, 3 of them have sucked, including this one. There was this one, there was the other one between Batista and Great Khali, and then there was the one at Backlash in 2017 between Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton. You may be asking, but Nigel, well, why is the Big Show here? Why is the Undertaker here? Shouldn't Great Khali probably be here? It makes more sense. And the answer is he was supposed to be. But, of course, Great American Bash, notable for 3 words, people. Say it with me now. Elevated liver enzymes. Something that took out quite a bit of the roster and caused a lot of changes to the card here, including to this match where Great Khali had to be substituted out of this match. They still brought him to the pay-per-view and everything, and still advertised him and hyped him up to be in the match, knowing he wasn't going to be in there. And then at the last minute, via some shenanigans with Big Show attacking, with Great Khali, Daivari, and Big Show attacking The Undertaker. Now Big Show's in the match, so there's a replacement. But wow, they really brought the Great Khali all the way there just for him to not be in the match. And he tries to get involved at the end, and with him and Daivari trying to scale the Punjabi prison, But the fact that he's not in the match, would this match have been better or with Great Khali there instead of the Big Show? Because of course, up to this point, the Great Khali and the Undertaker have been feuding. But would the match have been better with the Great Khali there instead of Big Show? Probably not. I'd argue it might have even been worse, perhaps. Perhaps Great Khali, not quite a ring general, but at least the Big Show. The Big Show a bit more experienced when it comes to in-ring stuff. But so Great Khali had to be replaced by the Big Show in this match, and this match I can't really say it suffered too much because of it. But to their credit, they almost kind of tried to make it work. There was some color. Both Undertaker and Big Show were busted open, and they even did a superplex off the top rope. They were trying, but it just wasn't really working out. Oh, and I kind of blame that hat on the match type itself, which I'll get to that when I talk about the dislikes. But yeah, so you can tell they definitely tried with this match, but didn't really pan out that way, unfortunately. And I guess since we're talking about what I disliked about it, we might as well move into that. It didn't really pan out, and I think it has to do with the match type and the match rules and everything. So pretty much how this match works is that there's 2 structures. There's an interior structure and an exterior structure. So the interior structure, which both structures are made out of, I believe they said bamboo, razor sharp, as they put it, bamboo. So How it works is you have to escape the first structure and then escape the outer larger structure. So the first structure, or there are 4 doors, and you can request each door to be open, and once you request the door to be open, you have about a minute to get out of the door, and then once the minute is up, the door closes, and it closes for the rest of the match. And so you end up having to climb over the top anyway if you didn't get out of the door in time. And then the second structure, there are no doors. You have to climb up to escape, at least in theory, as we're going to see. So with that, sadly, he has essentially prolonged the match a little bit with the whole minute thing going on. And the fact that 2 structures kind of have to be climbed. And like I said, they tried to make it work, but it didn't really pan out that way. But having it prolonged that way, I think, is what really hurt the match. But like I said, them trying to make it work. Big Show throwing in the Undertaker, who already escaped out one door. Big Show escaped out the other, and then while the door was still open, whether you leave or not, the door will remain open for the minute. Big Show throwing Undertaker back in, and I think was a nice little bit in a way to add a little bit of drama to the match. But but turns out for not, because Undertaker climbed back out over the first structure, dove onto the Big Show, and they crashed through the front of the cage, kind of rendering the whole they have to climb over somewhat pointless. It's like a way to just undo that stipulation, everything. That's about the match. They even had like a table or 2 set up. Not really any weapons used throughout, other than like the ropes on the structures. But that's the Punjabi prison match, and there's 2 more. So I'm pretty sure it's inevitable that'll cover those in the future. But props to Big Show and Undertaker for kind of having to try, but like I said, some of the rules of the match weren't that great, and how it was set up, how they were trying to figure out. Apparently, they may or may not have been trying to figure it out on the fly, kind of like what to do for the match, which it definitely shows, but the crowd wasn't really that into it. Sadly, neither was I. But like I said, compared to the other 2 matches that I reviewed last week, both Hogan and Warrior at Halloween Havoc 98 and Sharmell versus Jenna Maraska, this one, I'd argue, wasn't as bad as those 2. But nevertheless, that's going to do it for this review. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the match, your thoughts on my review of the match. Did you like, dislike the match? Did you like, dislike my review of the match? And what's your thoughts on the Punjabi prison match? Do you think it's a match that could work? Do you think it has legs? Do you think it's like a bad idea? Me personally, I think it kind of falls somewhere in the middle. Like I said, the whole door thing and that gimmick, trying to prolong the match somewhat artificially. But I think if the stuff inside is exciting and you can add drama to it, I think it might be able to work. But there's a reason there's only been 3 of them. But we have seen other like cage-like structures work in the past, such as like the steel cage or the Hell in a Cell or the Elimination Chamber, or which the Elimination Chamber called like the last good, by many to be the last good structure-based match type introduced in WWE. And I think the reason for those is because the action usually throughout is usually pretty engaging and entertaining, and I think if we got that in this match, it would have made for a better match, but sadly didn't really get that there. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.